Chapter 1. The Blackwood Gala. Night drapes over the city like a velvet cloak as you stride down the darkened street. On your way to one of the most famous Blackwood galas for the possible PR job, you catch a glimpse of your reflection in a window. Let's see what customization options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amelia. Valentine. I wonder why Blackwood Heir wants to meet me at the gala instead of the company office. If Blackwood Enterprises is trying to hire me to squash a scandal, you'd think we should have that conversation in private. And you'd think the taxi would have dropped me off closer to Blackwood Manor. Suddenly, 2 men step out from the shadows blocking your path. Little late for a stroll, isn't it? Their eyes glint menacingly under the flickering streetlight. There's something strange and angular about their faces. One of them brandishes a knife, glinting in the moonlight. Well, this just got serious. Hand over the sparkly purse and no one gets hurt. Okay, don't panic. People get mugged all the time. I'll make a run for it. You toss something from your purse to the muggers to distract them and take off running. Damn it! Get back here! You almost make it to the end of the street, but the shorter of the 2 men sprints after you, cutting you off. Not so fast. You're making a huge mistake, lady. One of the muggers suddenly shoves you, sending you staggering back. Ouch. You stumble on the cracked sidewalk, land on your knees. The muggers approach, and the knife glints menacingly. Suddenly, a deep, guttural growl rumbles from nearby. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. You don't think that's... Nah, it can't be. From the shadows emerges a massive creature, amber eyes glowing fiercely. For a moment, you take it for a dog, but you've never seen a dog this big before. Is that a wolf? An actual wolf? Oh, crap! It's the wolf! Let's get out of here! The muggers toss your stuff back at you and make a break for it. Alone with the wolf, you feel a spike of initial panic, but the beast just stares at you calmly with fierce eyes. Good wolf? The creature holds your gaze for a heartbeat longer before sprinting away into the night. You exhale shakily, adrenaline surging through you. Glancing down, you notice a large tear in your dress. Perfect. Just perfect. Thankfully, your eyes catch the warm glow of a boutique nearby. Dresses adorn the window display. Thank you, late-night mystery boutique. Maybe tonight can be still saved. You push open the door and a bell jingling softly above you. The scent of perfume and new fabric welcomes you.
Evening. How can I help you?
I need a change of clothes. I'm going to this party and...
Heading to the Blackwood Gala, are we?
Actually, yes. How did you know?
Oh, everyone knows about those parties. They're the talk of the town.
The shop owner looks through the racks of gorgeous, elegant dresses until she pulls out 2. One, deep blue. The other so icy it's almost silver.
Here, give these a try.
Alright, first and foremost, here is your free choice. It is a wine dark. Next up is the Ice Queen. And next up is the Sapphire Seduction. You turn this way and that in the mirror, admiring how the gown glitters like starlight.
Oh, you look stunning. Certainly a wonderful choice.
I feel stunning. I'll take this one. As you arrive at the Blackwood estate, servants swing the massive doors open before you. Inside, glittering chandeliers illuminate the Blackwood's ballroom, casting a golden glow over the lavish decor. Wow, I can see why Blackwood's galas have a reputation. I'm glad I went with the dress I have. Would have matched everything in the room, the other one. Elegantly dressed guests mingle and dance. Lively music and voices fill the air, enveloping you in the gala's splendor. As you enter the room, murmurs ripple through the crowd, eyes drawn to you in your stunning gown. Who is she?
Absolutely radiant.
You smile subtly, embracing the intention. Maybe tearing my old dress wasn't such a bad thing after all. A young woman with sharp features approaches you, perfectly lined, lips pursed in a frown. Miss Amelia Valentine, I'm here to take you to your appointment. But you should know that Blackwood Enterprises prefers punctuality. Well, tell your boss. I had a crisis to manage. Let's just say something came up that delayed me. A crisis, I guess you could call it. But I handled it. That's why your company wants to hire me, because I solve problems. There's a crisis, I handle it. It's why I was called here. That's what I do. Then you should start doing it on time. You snap your mouth shut when Evelyn cut you off coldly. Follow me. She leads you to what passes for a quiet corner in this busy ballroom, then leaves you alone. You scan the crowd, picking out the city's notables, quotables, celebrities, journalists, business leaders, and then you feel a presence behind you. This is a single love interest. Yeah. Let's give you the female options first. I don't know how I feel about the bow tie, but interesting female choices. Of course, with the men, it makes more sense. Done. Damien. Miss Valentine. I'm Damien Blackwood. He seems to radiate charisma and something else you can't immediately place. Authority. That's it. He owns this room literally and figuratively. He steps a little closer and the scent of him floods your senses, rich, warm, like his voice. Damien Blackwood is a famous Moogle who's all over TV. You knew he was good-looking. But in person, he's so hot. It's almost blinding. How am I supposed to do my job? You shake yourself out of your stupor and offer a hand for Mr. Blackwood to shake. That's me. You must be the man of the hour. The man inclines his head respectfully. In a manner of speaking, I'm the heir to Blackwood Enterprises. Yes, Mr. Blackwood. I know. You invited me here after all. And I make it a point to learn a thing or two about my prospective future clients, like their jobs, for one. Mr. Blackwood's amber eyes sparkle playfully at your remark. Well, you are thorough. Mr. Blackwood's gaze sweeps you up and down the length of your body almost hungrily. That's a lovely gown. You might be the most well-dressed woman here tonight. Just woman? I was hoping to be the most well-dressed guest, period. He chuckles quietly, fixing you with an amused, warm look. Ah, yes, then I misspoke. You're certainly the best-dressed guest at my event. Mr. Blackwood tilts his head. He seems like he's about to say something else, but he falters. His nostrils flare, and his intense amber eyes lock onto yours. There's a moment of tense silence. His gaze flickers to your neck, and you catch a glimpse of something primal in his expression. Did it get hotter in here somehow? He lopes closer, and your breath catches in your throat when he draws near. A tantalizing fragrance fills your senses, and then... I'm glad you made it. I was a bit worried about you when you arrived late. His demeanor shifts and he smiles, the same stunning smile you've seen him wear in interviews, just a hint of a sharp white canine. Sorry, I just ran into a bit of a problem. There's no need to apologize. I'm more than willing to accommodate extenuating circumstances like yours. Why is he talking like he knows what happened? He gracefully snags a glass of something sparkling off a passing waiter's tray and presents it to you with a smile. Don't mind if I do. Drink, relax. We can talk about the job I want to hire you for later. I sincerely hope you don't intend to put off business. Straight to the point. I heard that about you. It's a quality I admire. But if we're going to talk business, we should do it more privately. I'm more than amenable to that. I wouldn't mind a little peace and quiet. Good. But I should probably warn you, it may start another rumor you have to quash. His lips almost brush against your ear as he whispers. You feel warm all over. Disappearing from my own party with such a gorgeous woman is bound to start some gossip. He leans closer to you and his expression shifts. He looks surprised, his gaze intense. I'll confess, though, I'm going to have a hard time focusing on anything with your fragrance coming over to me. You shiver as he unintentionally ghosts his warm breath over the nape of your neck. I didn't actually wear any perfume. It's probably just my soap or something. He goes still. Something about your answer seems to unnerve him. Your soap, right. I apologize. Shall we? You're intrigued by his strange response, but he quickly offers his arm. Care to take a walk? You take his arm, the warmth of his proximity sending a subtle thrill through you. There's something he isn't telling me, and I can't do my job if I don't know what it is. A cool breath of air washes over you as Damien guides you onto the ballroom trellis. There, that's better. Fewer ears around to hear the details. Isn't the problem that everyone already knows the details? A scandal isn't usually private. He winces visibly, a sigh rippling from his chest. So everyone knows. Tell me, Amelia Valentine, PR genius. What do you know about me? Well, let's see. Damien Blackwood, billionaire heir to the Blackwood Enterprises, business leader, tech icon, well-known playboy. Throws great parties. Hang on. Playboy? Don't worry. People find it charming. He lets out a purr of a groan, shaking his head good-naturedly. I'm not sure that makes me feel better. But I should probably embrace anything that doesn't make my image worse. That's the kind of rationale I like in a prospective client. You really are a hell of a spin, Doctor. Of course, some things have made you less popular in the public eye. Bar fighting, strange animals on your property, and obviously there are disappearances. You'd honestly been worried to bring this part up, and for good reason, because his expression darkens immediately. Rumors. Who knows how they started, but I can't afford to have them floating around. That's where I come in. You've done some excellent work for some very famous people. People say you're the best fixer in the business. You don't have to flatter me, Mr. Blackwood. I'm already here, aren't I? He gives you a playful smile with a gorgeously wicked edge. You do your best not to swoon. He steps closer to you. You're intensely aware that his hand is about to brush yours. It's not flattery if it's true. Everything I've heard about you. You're something, Amelia Valentine. I want you to work for me. That's almost a command. This is a man who used to tell people doing what he tells them, and it's clear he expects you to say yes on the spot. I only work for the right people, Mr. Blackwood, and we'll need to talk more for me to make that decision. To convince me, it'll take more than a pretty face. You're charming, that's for sure, but I can't accept this job based on that alone. I would never ask you to. I promise to give you all of the information you need, and I'll do my best to prove I'm not just a pretty face. Let's talk more. I know somewhere a little quieter than this that we can... Just then a striking woman steps between you, her eyes sharp as daggers. Damien, there you are. The woman takes Damien's arm in a very familiar manner, and he subtly pulls it away, giving her a very matter-of-fact look. Tara, I didn't realize you actually intended to show up. Of course I'd show up. I'm your old business partner. She touches Damien's arm, and you get a flare of annoyance and something else. No way am I jealous. I just met this man. Still, it rankles you, and Tara eyes you dismissively. I'm Amelia Valentine, PR consultant. Oh, damage control. Trust me, you've got your work cut out for you. Damien's jaw tightens ever so slightly, and he slips his arm free. That's enough, Tara. I'd prefer it if you didn't scare my PR consultant off before she even starts. You sense a protective edge to his voice that makes you feel oddly warm. It's good to know he won't let people mess with me. If he hires me, that is. Tara rolls her eyes, looking genuinely frustrated, but she grabs his arm more forcibly. Come, Darian. You've got very important people waiting for you. She tucks him away, but his eyes linger on you, a silent apology in them. We'll speak again soon. You watch as he's led back into the throng of the party. But since you're alone, you dial your colleague and friend Lila's number, the one person who can help you make sense of this night. Amelia, how's the gala? Glamorous, listen, I might need your help with this Blackwood job. As if you need my help. You're the best consultant at our firm. Thanks, Lila, but this is a real mess. I might be biting off more than I can chew. Mr. Blackwood has some serious skeletons in his closet. He's a very powerful man. You knew that going in. Ignore his reputation. Tell me what he's really like. Honestly, he's... intense. Is that good? It's unnerving. He's so personable on TV, but in person he's got this energy. It's very dominant and big personality, right? Just the kind of guy who can handle you. It's not like that. You say that now, but I know you, Amelia. You're intrigued. Just remember why you're there. Rumors or not, we need to get ahead of his scandals. I haven't forgotten. His image will be pristine when I'm done. That's my girl. Go get him. You end the call, but when you turn back towards the ballroom, you almost collide with Evelyn. She gives you a disapproving look. Amelia, Mr. Blackwood requests your presence in the gallery. I guess he shook off Tara and wants to continue our conversation. Evelyn guides you to a secluded gallery adorned with artwork and artifacts. Paintings, carvings, sculptures. He's got quite the collection. It really seems to be into the moon. Damien stands in front of a painting of a moonlit sea. Beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing, actually. You step up behind him and glance sideways. His face looks peaceful while he admires the painting. Beautiful. It's one of my favorite pieces. Something about it makes me feel a profound sense of safety. Like nothing and no one can hurt you. It makes me feel protected. Damien seems taken aback by your answer, his gorgeous eyes fixed on your face for a long moment. And what would you need saving from Miss Valentine? Lately, from My own loneliness. Don't get me wrong, I'm an independent woman. I love my job, my life, but I wish I could share it. And there's only so much swiping a woman can do before she starts to give up on love entirely. Yeah, I know that feeling. Damien's gaze grows warm, and he rests a hand on your shoulder, sending sparks up and down your spine. I wouldn't worry too much about that, Amelia. You're still young. And it would be a crime for someone as elegant, successful, and beautiful as you to be alone much longer. You hold his gaze for a long moment, taking in every feature of his beautiful, fierce face. So, you said this painting is one of your favorite pieces. Any others you'd care to show me? He picks up one of the artifacts, a wolf mask, roughly carved in wood. Also probably ancient. I found that masks sometimes hide our true faces, but sometimes they can reveal them. So this one would bring out your inner animal? He laughs. There's a bit of an edge to it, though. Oh, it doesn't take much to bring him out. All it takes is one reason to lose control. He sounds almost bitter when he says that, and you have to wonder what he's really getting at. This is more than just banter. Something is troubling him. The moment hangs in the air, and then he steps back and clears his throat. Let's see. Where were we before we were interrupted? You were trying to convince me to take you on as a client, but if I'm going to make that call, I need to know more. His eyes are lowered as he examines a plinth with a stone wolf carving. I'll tell you what I can, but I can't possibly tell you everything before you sign the NDA. Then tell me. What aren't you telling me? The secrets make my job harder. If you want my help, you have to be honest. Honesty is difficult. There are some complicated circumstances. All my clients have complicated circumstances. Mine are more complicated than most. They all say that too. Whatever you've got to hide, it can't be worse than the usual dirty laundry I've heard. His glint of a smile was a little bit teasing, a little bit dangerous. I think you'd be surprised, but I appreciate that you won't back down from a challenge. You look down and notice you're still holding the wolf mask. He notices too. His hand brushes yours as he reaches to retrieve it from you. If you like my collection. He steps even closer, his voice is low in your ears, his hand covers yours, still holding the mask. His fingers are strong, rougher than you expect from a man of his background. I could show you the private wing. I may even be convinced to tell you more of what you need to know. Your heart skips a beat. You're eager to learn more about a potential client, but let's face it, I'm also eager to get this man to myself for a little while. Explorer's Gallery. I can't possibly say no to more gorgeous art, or more dirty secrets. His mouth quirks up, not quite a smirk, but definitely cockier than a mere smile. I assure you, you'll find no short supply of either in my home. He pulls aside a tapestry of a unicorn in the moonlight to reveal a hidden door, opening any gestures for you to go through. The room is cozy, lit by warm lighting that highlights various treasures. Your eyes land on a moonstone necklace draped over a velvet stand. Probably worth thousands. Wow, that's stunning. Moonstone, the gem of love and new beginnings. He opens the case and carefully picks up the necklace. Allow me to show you. May I? You nod, and he delicately places the necklace around your throat, his warm fingers skimming your pulse. A shiver passes through you, and his breath once again warms the nape of your neck. Do you often allow people in here? The hidden doors suggest otherwise, but I have to admit I'm curious. He circles back around you with his gaze fixed on the moonstone necklace or your throat. I typically only allow my trusted inner circle in this room, but you made an exception for me. Are you that desperate to get me under your employ? I've never been a desperate man in a day in my life, but I can admit that I need you, and that more time alone with you was a prospect I couldn't pass up. His statement hangs in the air for a moment, and you find your breath hitching as you gaze back at him. The warmth of his hand lingers on your neck like a phantom touch, and you find yourself craving it. What's gotten into me? I've never been so unfocused in my whole entire career. You seem a bit lost in thought, Miss Valentine. Something I can help you with? Oh, he knows exactly what he's doing to me. Smug jerk. It's alright, just eager to see the rest of this collection. He guides you to another display, a framed page from a weathered manuscript adorned with mythical creatures. It looks ancient. This one looks wild. What's the story here? It's from a legend about beings that exist between worlds. He glances at you, his expression serious and fierce. Do you believe in supernatural? Supernatural? I believe there's some truth to it. There have been way too many sightings across the world for it to be completely false. I appreciate an open mind. Sometimes the unbelievable is closer than we think. He lightly touches your hand, warmth spreading from his touch. You have no idea how many exciting possibilities could be right in your grasp. Everything this man says makes you more and more confused and also more and more intrigued. The air between you is electric, his presence drawing you in. Mr. Blackwood, you promised me a secret, remember? That I did. I'm a man who keeps his promises, rest assured. I have a question of my own, however, if you'll indulge me first. I figured it wouldn't be that easy. He chuckles warmly, leaning closer again, making your breath hitch. That's what I like about you, Amelia. You're not like most people I meet. You aren't desperate to get on the good side of a good-looking billionaire? I'm not a yes woman. I'll always tell you the truth, and I'll never tell you what you want to hear. Then tell me this. Do you think I'm a scandalous playboy? They say I am. I think rumors have some truth in them. Well, you know, as the most requested PR rep in the city, I wonder what you're hiding, Amelia Valentine. Not just your secrets, but your clients, a real treasure trove of drama and scandal. My client secrets are public information. I'd never tell anyone what I know. Then my secrets would be truly safe with you. Of course they would, if you hire me. You certainly know how to make an attractive offer. You're this close to reaching out, grabbing him, and kissing him. You don't know what your problem is. All I talk about supernatural stuff, is this man some kind of siren or something? Damien watches you closely like he's anticipating your next move, and then... My dirty secret is that I can't always control my impulses. That throws you for a loop. You'd almost forgotten that he promised you a secret. What do you mean, can't? Is this like a Jekyll and Hyde situation we're talking about? Nothing quite so macabre, but I often find that my instincts drive me to behave recklessly. So, you don't need a fixer, you need someone to keep you on a leash. Trust me, I'm more than up to the task. If it's a firm hand you need, then I'll be one to provide it. No matter what that looks like. He grins again, and the flash of a canine makes your stomach turn pleasantly in a somersault. Then it sounds like I'm in very capable, very firm hands indeed. You hold his gaze, and you're leaning instinctively closer to him when... Mr. Blackwood. Both you and Damien start pulling away from each other. Evelyn's expression is the definition of disapproval. You're needed outside. Just my luck. He reluctantly steps back, the connection lingering. Duty calls once again. I'll be in touch, Amelia. We have a lot to discuss. And with that, Evelyn leads Damien from the room, but he spares a single intense amber glance back at you. Wow. I don't know what I expected from Damien Blackwood, but this wasn't it. That's the last you see of him at the Gala. As the night grows late, you call a taxi to pick you up from a nearby parking garage. First a wolf scares off muggers, then I'm getting flirted with by the richest man in the city. This has been one wild night. I'm looking forward to a quiet taxi ride home. You press the button for the elevator when footsteps echo behind you. The same muggers from earlier emerge from the shadows. Oh, give it a break, dude. Look who we have here. Should have figured you were with a Blackwood. Bad choice. Really bad choice. They spread out, blocking any escape routes. Run for the door. I've got to get out of here. Spinning around, you dash towards the exit, but when you yank on the handle, it's locked. No, come on. Nowhere to run, sweetheart. A deep, menacing growl reverberates through the garage, freezing everyone in place. You turn to see Damien, emerging from the shadows, teeth bared, eyes fierce, muscles taut beneath his formal wear. Get the hell away from her! The muggers pause, startled, and then the first mugger breaks into a feral grin. His teeth are filed to points. You ran us off before, but you can't do anything to us here, Blackwood. Not with a witness. The first mugger takes a step towards you. You step back as he reaches for your arm. It happens in a flash of an eye, but Damien is suddenly gone, and in his place, snarling fiercely and ready to attack. It's the wolf from before. Damien is a werewolf? Why are you shocked by this? I'm serious. Oh, let's just keep this short and sweet. Thank you all for watching. Please remember that if you do enjoy the content, to like, share, and subscribe. So if there's a join feature down below, there's also the thanks button. Consider checking those out. It's a great way of giving back and supporting this channel, this community, this family that we have here. It helps me to continue bringing you these, because today I have 6 hours of reading to do. Choice has really decided to slam it this Friday. A lot of work, so please consider, hey man, like maybe, you know, Locum needs a coffee or something, or, you know, the fact that I use diamonds, I do VIP, I do everything else, so consider it. Otherwise, consider sharing. Try and bring more people into the fold. Let's grow our family. It's my #1 goal from the start, is to continue growing this channel and continue growing this family. It'd be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace out.